Also, if you like history, this one is a damn good one, and I
Okay.
highly recommend it. And the premise of this was what sold me on it. Keep in mind, I am not in any way, shape, or form a communist, but I am a history buff, and this one, just let me give you this one. There was a night bomber regiment in World War II composed entirely of women, natural-born Soviet airwomen. These 200 women and girls flying outdated biplanes from open fields near the front lines attacked the invading German forces every night for 1,100 consecutive nights. When they ran out of bombs, they dropped railroad tiles. Do you know what this means? They were carrying bombs where they were sitting, and they would get up so high in the air, they would cut
Mm.
engines, and then they would start just swooping down over those regiments, and they were taking bombs out and just hucking them down below,
Damn.
absolutely terrorizing the Nazis. The sound that the wings made as they were swooping down below made the Germans call them night witches, because that's when they flew and that's what they sounded like. And
Oh
like
shit.
and like the summary of this book says, when they ran out of bombs, they dropped railroad spikes. So imagine at night you're having explosions just going off at random from an enemy you didn't hear, and then suddenly, you're dead.
Oh,
That's
those
it.
are nasty things, man. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So to each other, they were sisters with bonds forged in blood and terror. To the Red Army Air Force, they were an infuriating feminist sideshow. To the Germans, they were simply the night witches. Let me tell you something.
Ooh.
Okay, so I want the feminists out there to hear me and hear me well. I need you to listen to this right now. If you want a group of truly empowered women who actually, you know, they operated, they were strong, they were independent, and they were a force to be reckoned with, hello, welcome to your game right here. And let me tell you, this is a really great game. I've actually kind of gone through this. There is some pretty sensitive stuff in here. So, um, as a matter of fact, there's some quotes from um, some of the former airwomen. Like, I was glad to be in a female regiment. It was easier for me because, well, men are men and women are women. I was more comfortable. And that was from Maria Akalina. Yeah, there's some,
Just imagine 2022, and that would be a controversial statement. And
well,
it's
get this one. This is what I love about it. There is a superhuman psychic overstrain when you are blinded by the searchlights and deafened by the explosions of anti-aircraft shells and fire all around you. Your concentration over the target is so intense that it results in a complete loss of your whereabouts, a disorientation. You can't tell the sky from the ground. Many crews crash that way. That's another direct quote
oof.
from a name I can't pronounce that I'm not going to try right now. I hate butchering names. So, I mean, this this shows you, like, these women, they were flying. What infuriated the Soviet army, they gave them the crappiest, like the absolute most shit planes. These were World War One biplanes. There was no
Oh
jets.
yeah,
They were given the absolute, like, shittiest equipment. They had to ride in some of the most dangerous missions,
just
and
the
they were
write-offs.
carrying the bombs in where they were seated. I mean,
Yeah.
pardon my French, but fuck me, that's terrifying in and of itself.
Oh man, yeah.
And then
Like
on, so imagine what's going through their minds, and they're imposing that fear onto the invading Nazi party. That is fucking terrifying. And not many of them came through that, but what did come through that, they were able to tell those stories. Those stories were converted into this game, which absolutely fascinated me upon hearing the premise. That sold me on it right there. Love that.